welcome back to episode 2 of the Woven Almanac Podcast. My name is Dawn and I'm living in the Netherlands, just outside of Amsterdam. But yes, this is a British accent. It's a northern one. I'm originally from Manchester, which is the northwest of England. I've been living here for 20 years with my South African partner Lawrence and our 2 boys, Joshua and William, who were born here. And the fur babies, Jack, Parsons Terrier, and Daxter, our fluffy ginger cat. So if you are new, welcome. I know it's a little bit strange sort of welcoming new and returning subscribers as we're only on episode 2. However, if you don't know, I'm actually I have a vlog channel called Dawn's Days. I'll put links below and maybe somewhere on the screen. And last week I celebrated my 3-year anniversary of having a YouTube channel. So I know many of you guys have come over from the Dawn's Days channel. So I'm just absolutely blown away, and a lot of you said hi and let me know that you were with me, and yeah, I'm just incredibly grateful, and I feel so supported and loved by you all, and yeah, it's amazing. I cannot thank you enough. And I know many of you just watch and don't want to comment, and that's perfectly okay, but yeah, I'm just gobsmacked is the word I used in my Instagram post. If you're not familiar or you don't know what I'm talking about, on my other channel, Dawn's Days, which I'm still uploading vlogs, that channel is not going away. It's actually a very, very big piece of my heart there, and you know, I get so much enjoyment from the vlogs. But I used to host the Craft Workshop podcast on that channel, and I decided to split the content, and hence the birth of the Woven Almanac. And many of you have said to me it was a good decision, so I'm really happy about that. Some of you might also be here from a couple of my friends. So I want to say a big thank you to Jeanette, who's Crafty Creations, and Ruth, who's from Ruth Loves to Knit. I know both of the ladies recently gave me a shout out in their last podcast and asked you to come over and check me out and subscribe if you like what you see. And some of you have actually said, you know, hello in the comments and said, yeah, I'm here from Jeanette or Ruth. So thank you, and everybody's welcome here. And yeah, I'm just, as I said, I'm blown away. Smacked is the word I keep using. So what you can expect in my podcast, I won't be giving any life updates because, yeah, if you want to know what's going on in my life, then you can hop on over to Dawn's Days, where I waffle every Sunday all about what I've been up to in the week and, you know, how life is treating us. And both of my channels are very interactive, so I read every single comment, and so far, whilst they're manageable, I'll reply and just give you a little hello back, and yeah, let you know that, you know, I love to hear from you, and yeah, I'm not going to just ignore your comments. If I ever get to the point where it's too many for me to comment on, I will at least make a point of, you know, hearting everything, so you know I've read and I've taken on board what you've said to me. So where you can find me, as I mentioned, I do have an Instagram account. So this channel, the Woven Almanac, does have its own Instagram account, which I will link everything below. There'll be links and timestamps all in the description box below. However, the Woven Almanac Instagram account, I'm not really using that as such because, yeah, it's a lot of work, and I do speak about, you know, life stuff in the vlogs, but I work 4 days, so, you know, juggling 2 channels and other social media channels is quite a lot of work. So if you want to follow me on Instagram and get more regular updates, I'm uploading at least 2 or 3 times a week on the Instagram account. You can follow me with Dawn's Days, or at Dawn's Days, I should say. And I also host a really friendly but very small up to now Facebook group, which is called Crafty World 1. Again, links will be below. So yeah, you know, feel free to hop on over to any of those accounts or channels, social media channels, and, you know, join in, say hello, and see what I've been up to. And also the nice thing on the Facebook group is you get to share everything you've been doing, which is really nice. It sort of brings the two-way interaction into life for me. So what else have I got to share with you before I begin waffling? No, I think that was everything I wanted to say. So let's begin. I don't sort of follow a traditional sort of podcast, you know, as in here's my finished objects and here's my whips and, you know, that kind of thing. I just sort of categorize everything into the craft that I do, because what you'll see is I knit, I crochet, I spin, I hand dye yarn. I don't spin as in on the bike, that's something I don't do. I spin as in hand dyed, you know, spinning of my own yarn. I have a very rickety old second-hand, maybe even third, fourth, fifth hand Luette spinning machine, which I love, and I'm terrible at. My spinning is atrocious, but anyway, it gives me joy. I also sew, I hand stitch, I machine stitch, I make jewellery, I paint furniture as well. So I'm a bit of an avid all-round kind of crafter. So anything that I'm working on or I finished, I'll just share with you, and it might be a bit higgledy-piggledy. And if there's a craft that you're not interested in, as I said below, there'll be time stamps, so you can just skip to the bits that you're interested in. I have made myself a very boring Nescafe instant coffee in my Starbucks mug that my friend Nicola gave me for, I had a very big significant birthday last year, and they're all scenes from the UK, or maybe I should say England. I hope you can hear me okay. So not only is the lighting not the best, Stonehenge, I've been there, it's amazing. It started to rain, and the best lighting in my house is here at my dining table. This is a kitchen diner. If you want to have a little nosy around the house, it's all on the vlog. But directly above you is a very large skylight, and the rain is raining really hard on it. I do also film the podcast from my own workshop, which is at the art centre, about, I don't know, 5-minute cycle from my house. I have a unit there, which I share with about 55 other workshops or ateliers or studios. I haven't been there for quite some time. Yeah, we've been having a bit of a problem with the Schiphol airport, which is the Amsterdam airport. The planes seem to be taking off quite regularly over the top of the art centre at the moment, so I don't know what's happening there. That's why I'm filming at home. Anyway, waffle, I am waffling. So I'm going to get stuck straight in. I've got my reading specs. I've got my coffee. If you want to pause the video and go and grab yourself a little drink or a snacky, that's also fine. Listen to the rain, if you like it or not. And yeah, let's begin. So in the last episode, which was the first episode, I shared with you some, I'm going to start off small and we'll move up to the bigger projects in a second. Last year I followed a knit along account on Instagram, which was hosted by Ghislaine, who is the kitchen sink knitter. Is it? Kitchen sink shop. Sorry, I always get that wrong. I don't know why, it's such a mouthful for me. And she's a knitting designer, but she hosted a knit along where the year of dishcloths, which every month, if you signed up to a newsletter, you could get a free pattern to knit a dishcloth in cotton, preferably, I think it was in like a worsted weight cotton. I just knitted most of mine in leftover scraps of Scheepjes Katona, because that's a Dutch brand and very easy for me to get hold of. And Ghislaine is doing it again this year. So if you missed out on last year's dishcloths, I think you can buy the 12 patterns. But if you want to get ahead of the game, you can subscribe now to the newsletter and get them all free. So I did finish, I shared with you in the first episode or the last episode, the December 2021 pattern. I don't block any of these. In fact, I probably won't use them, frankly. It's the pleasure of them. There's a couple of dodgy stitches in there where I've not sort of counted right. It's fine. All of it Scheepjes Katona. I don't remember the number because I'm doing them from scraps. But my own sort of spin on that was I contrasted the border with red because it was a Christmassy kind of dishcloth. I absolutely love the colours. It is showing up quite true to colour. It's like this petrol blue greenish colour and then this very bright crimson. So I actually frogged this. The one that I showed you on the last episode, I realised I'd completely missed the beginning rounds completely. So I'd literally done the knit round here, which is basically 5 rounds of knit stitch, I think. and then I'd begun the pattern here. So when I realised what I'd done, I just frogged it back. If you really want to crack on with these, they're a one evening on the sofa kind of make, but I just sort of pick them up as and when I feel like it. I don't know about you guys, I struggle with knitting and crochet with cotton. It's a little bit heavy on the wrist, so I don't tend to do too much of it. But anyway, I finished that. What I did say in the last episode as well was I couldn't find all of my dishcloths because I've made every one of them except one. I think it was March, I think, which I will go back and make because I do have the pattern for it. All the dishcloths that I made are scattered all around the house. One is actually on the dollhouse bed, just remembered, and I forgot to grab it. But anyway, I will leave it in situ because there's a rather nice hot water bottle on that bed, and somebody's very cozy there at the moment. No, I've not lost the plot. I do have a very old dollhouse. But I found two more hanging around in the craft room. I'll explain what happened in my craft room in a while. Don't know which way this goes. I think that's the way it goes. Again, Katona. So I love that they're very textured, you know, they're lovely. They make nice face cloths as well, you know, because cotton is not quite as soft. So it can, you know, it might be nice to do a bit of exfoliating with that. And then this one wasn't colour work, but I decided I wanted to do stripes. I'm pretty certain this was the summertime, this one, which is why I chose, I don't know, it reminded me of like a deck chair or ice cream or the sea. I don't know. I was drawn to these colours, and again, scraps. I don't know if this was some kind of honeycomb pattern. So yeah, I found those two, and bar one that I will go back and make, I finished the 2021 set, and she's released the 2022 first pattern, which I don't remember if it's what it's called. Maybe, yes, it's called Meg's Dress Dishcloth. And because I enjoyed the border on this one so much, I've decided to do a border on this again. Not got too far with it, but I can show you what I have done. It looks a bit messy at the moment, and this is like a worsted weight cotton, so it's a little bit thicker, and if you see, it's going to be a bit, sorry, my needles are scraping, it's going to be a bit bigger than this one. You can see the length, so it will be slightly bigger because I have chosen a thicker yarn, but you know, as I said, I'm using scraps. So yeah, this is the beginning of the repeat, and then they'll look like little dresses. So yeah, I've still got plenty of time to finish that. You know, I've got lots of stuff on the go. This is in a Christmas bag that was gifted to me by Jeanette, who's Crafty Creations, with a really cute little carriage. I don't know if you caught that on the zipper. What else? Okay, best not lose mine. I'm one of those naughty people who prints patterns off. I do keep them though, and I love to scribble all over them. And sometimes I can't read my own handwriting, which is might be happening now in my notebook. Okay, I bobbed that one there. Oh yeah, so I also shown you my Close to You shawl with my, I love, some of you commented what you would call my mistake. So I said it was a design feature. Somebody said it was a design modification. I mean, I was laughing at some of the things that you would call your sort of accidental happy mistakes. So I finished the my Close to You shawl. And it took a while because it just grew and grew and grew. If you didn't watch the first episode, I explained that when I was well into the pattern, because I'd memorised it, I went back, I looked on Instagram and I was like, mine doesn't look like that. And when I checked the pattern, I don't know, I just kept increasing the eyelet. So I've not blocked it and I've not sewn in any ends, and I'm going to explain why, but I thought I would show you. So it, I think I posted it on my Instagram, and I might have shared it in one of the last craft workshop podcasts as well, the fade that I'd chosen. So I wanted to keep going with it to see what the fade looked like. So I'm going to move back a little bit. Oh, sorry, chair scraping. So this is the beginning, the brown, and then these were all minis that I had lying around in my scraps. Now it should have consistently stayed at that sort of, I think 8 eyelets. It's a free pattern, so I'm not giving anything away. But as you can see, mine just kept getting more and more and more. And then when I realised, I started to try and sort of decrease. So, but you can see how it's, I've got this sort of flared bit in the middle. This bit's okay. This is when I started realising, and then I started doing knit 2 together randomly. So I did sort of manage to, this bit is livable. This bit's okay. But yeah, it's like the middle section. So I could block it out and make it into some kind of pattern. I have tried to sort of wear it, and I don't know, this bit in the middle is a little bit odd. And then I tried to see what it would look like as a shawl, and it does look quite nice with yeah, with the sort of this draped over one shoulder. And as I said, I could definitely improve all this if I blocked it. But what I've decided to do is I wanted to see how it worked up the fade, and I absolutely love it. I even did all the picot edges. There was millions of them. Okay, slight exaggeration, but there was a lot. There's a lot of work gone into this. I'm going to frog it. But I am going to make up another shawl with this exact fade, minus, I don't like this brown. I think this brown doesn't go with it. So I think I'll go with these, yeah, this fade. So I'm just going to wind it into like a magic knot ball or something, and probably do a shawl. So I love it. It's got, a lot of them have got stellina in it. So, you know, I don't know if the camera's picking up the twinkle. I mean, yeah, it is, the colour is beautiful, but I will not wear it. I know what I'm like, I will not wear it. But I thought I'm going to finish it just because I was determined to see what the fade looked like, and the blue at the end on the picot. I was itching to see what that blue would look like, and it's worked really, really well. So anyway, I thought I'd share it. So watch out, at some point during the course of hopefully this year, you might see this ball of yarn. I don't know how many skeins it would equate to, because some of them were 10 and 20 gram minis that went into them. I think there might have even been a bit of a 30 gram or something. I had an odd one. I don't know where it came from. So anyway, watch this space. I think I will knit, move a bit closer. I think I will knit another one of the Close to You shawl in, I might have to pause the camera and grab, this is all commercial yarn. It's just stuck there, yes, in my dining room. I might knit it up in one of my hand dyes. I've got a couple that I've knitted a while ago, and I'm like, what to do with them. So anyway, that's the Close to You shawl. The other thing I can share with you is, I think I just cast on the Lattice Topped Socks, which is a pattern by Kay Jones from the Bakery Bear. So I finished one sock and I've just cast on the other. It needs a bit of work doing on it. It's not the neatest. So that's the pattern. And the pink is Lammy's Running. I don't know the colour, sorry, ball band's gone. And then this sort of mild pastel colour is my own hand dyed, that I dyed a couple of years ago now, and it was just sat there. I was like, what to do? See, there's a hole in that heel. So I'm going to say something about the pattern. This was a butterfly heel. I really didn't like it. Normally I like to do a heel flap and gusset. That's like my go-to heel. Or is it the Eye of Partridge? I love the effect on that. Actually, I could have done an Eye of Partridge. That would look nice on there, I think, with the lattice. But anyway, this was a butterfly heel, and rather than picking up, I don't mind picking up stitches, that doesn't faze me, but rather than picking up every single row, I think the pattern called that I only picked up 11, and I just couldn't wrap my head around equally spacing them out, which meant, you might see it, I then had to do, if it's showing on the camera, I had to do like an SSK Yeah, here you can see it. See that big hole? I had to do an SSK and a knit two together decrease to get it back to the right amount of stitches on the foot circumference. So, you know, I really wanted to follow the pattern. It's going in my shoe, so I thought I'm not frogging it, you know, it's fine. What I fancy doing, and actually in hindsight, I would have liked to have knitted this stripe a little bit, a few more, have the leg a bit longer, but it's fine. I think the next one I'm doing now, I've just finished the cuff. I'm coming on for the lattice work. I think I might try, is it the shadow wrap heel? Is it Earth Tones Girl, is it? It's her method. I think it works on the German short row method, but it's called shadow wrap. And I do know Ruth loves it. Ruth is a convert, she swears by it. So I think I might do that. I might try and shadow wrap heel. And apparently they're very, very simple to do. So yeah, we'll see. So hopefully in the next episode, I'll have a pair of socks to share with you. That pattern was gifted to me by my lovely friend Sue. So hi Sue, if you're watching. See, I'm making them badly, but I'm making them. There's one thing I wanted to go back to. Here they are. In the last episode, I've shown you a pair of plain vanilla my Christmas socks. And somebody, and I'm really, really sorry, I can't remember who it was who asked me what the yarn was. And I think I did mention in the comments, but I wanted to show you. So this is it. It's Hobby. And it's called Christmas Sock Wool. And I had 2 balls of this gifted to me by my friend Nicola. He gave me the mug. She's very generous, my friend Nicola. And she gave me 2 balls, and I do distinctly remember one of them was colourway 1 and one of them was colourway 3. And I must have knitted, these must be colourway 1. So they're exactly the same colour, but the pattern, because it's self-patterning yarn, works up slightly different. Because this is what I've got left, is colour 3. So I'm not sure if Hobby still do this, or they just have the Christmas yarn and it's a bit of a potluck, you know, what kind of pattern you'll get. But I'm pretty sure this is the pattern I got from the colourway 01. Anyway, I'll put a link to the Hobby website, or, you know, Google the equivalent of in your country. I think Hobby might be a Dutch site, isn't it? Could just be talking load of rubbish here. Anyway, what else? That was the socks I wanted to mention. There was another thing. No, first of all, I'm going to tell you about this. So I did mention about my Felix Pullover in the last episode. I think I'd not long cast it on. And in that episode, I gave you my tip for getting equal spaces on the eyelets, which I'm going to show you now. I hope it's not showing up a load of dog hair and cat hair, because when I sit on the sofa, my animals like to sit on the sofa with me too. And, you know, Jack is white and Daxter is very long hair with ginger, light ginger. So the fur gets everywhere. But so here, as you can see, these are the eyelets I was explaining to you. So you can see they're very nice and even, because I place the stitch markers at the beginning. If you want to know the count, go on over to episode 1. So this here, these 2 eyelets, these are what would sit either side of your shoulder here. So I'm almost done with the shaping, and then I'll move on to the rest of the yoke, and then I won't be too far off breaking for the sleeves. So this is knitted in Aran, and I've lost the ball band. I'm going to explain something to you now. Sorry, hair. That's what happens with wool. This is a brand by Elise. It's Aran, and I can't remember what it's called, Ali's blah blah blah. I don't remember that. And I don't know where I've put the rest of the balls. I've searched high and low. I've gone through all my craft room, which is how I found 2 stray dishcloths, and I'm like, no, where have they gone? They've got to be in the house somewhere, but for the life of me, I cannot remember. So I'm not far off finishing. I mean, Aaron works up quite quickly. So yeah, I'm just going to carry on going. I can actually, I can get this off. I bought this off my local market on a Friday. I'm really fortunate. There's an amazing yarn stall there. He's been there for years, him and his mum. So I can actually go back. I know he's got this. I've seen it. I was there last week. I'll show you what I bought. But yeah, it's the colour lot. So, and it's so dark. I don't know if I'm going to risk it. We'll see. I'm still looking every day. Think of a new place where it might be. I mean, I've looked in the most random of places. Behind me, this door is my laundry room. I don't keep yarn in that laundry room. I've been through all the cupboards just in case they've made their way in there. I'm knitting these on Knit Pro Interchangeable. And this marker for the beginning of the round is a lovely stitch marker from Jeanette. Oh, love it. So in the sort of mess of the craft room, I found something else that I was literally going to cast on last week. I knitted a cowl I don't know, a year ago, let's say, and it was my favourite cowl. I loved it. I wore it constantly, and the yarn I knitted it from just feels, oh, it's like hot butter on your neck. I loved it. And every time I've worn this cowl, I've got a compliment every single time. And I've made this pattern several times, but the one that I made, the first one in this yarn, it disappeared. I just couldn't find it, and in the end I drew the conclusion that I must have left it somewhere, like, I don't know, in a calf, or at work. I must have left it or dropped it somewhere, and I was so angry. Anyway, I did find 2 balls of the yarn in my stash. They were in a little paper bag, so I was like, do you know what, last week I'm just going to cast it on. I'm going to knit it again, bite the bullet. It's a nice pattern to knit, as I said. It just, I don't know, it just annoyed me that I wanted to knit the same pattern in the same yarn, because I've done that, But anyway, lo and behold, what did I find? I think this is the right way. Yeah, I found it in the bottom of a project bag that I've not looked at for months and months and months. So here's my cowl. Oh, the colours are beautiful. So this, I thought, let me show you in case you want a nice cowl pattern. It's a paid pattern, but not expensive. And as I said, I've used this loads of times. Actually, we had a family quiz on Sunday, and my mum, I knitted my mum one from like this beautiful, like a pink mohair Katia yarn, and she had it on, and she said, oh, she loves it. I don't know, something about a cowl and wrist warmers just keep you nice and toasty warm. Anyway, waffle. So this, so the pattern is the Dance Like No One's Watching cowl pattern by Stitch Create Love, who's Lindsay Tranter. And the yarn is Lana Grossa Tropico, and the colourway is 006. And I knitted this with 2 50-gram balls, and I had 2 in the stash. It was one of those, I was in another local wool shop, and I was just going in for a mooch, and I just saw the colours and the balls just, oh, when they were just calling, like, they're like jewels, aren't they? So I bought 4 balls of this, having no idea what I wanted to make with it. So when Lindsay designed this pattern, I was like, I've got the perfect pattern. Let's see if I can bob it on. Bob it on. That's an expression, isn't it? Let's see. Do a bit of modelling. So here it is. Oh, I'm so happy I've got it back. And the colours just go with everything. So there you go. Shall I keep it on? So yeah, I've lost the yarn from a Felix Pullover, but then I found 2 dishcloths and my cowl. So silver linings, she says. The other thing I found, which I didn't know where I'd put it, I think I did mention it in the last podcast, is I found my J sweater. So I thought, well, I'm just going to show you, and then I might shame myself into actually knitting it. If you don't know, the J sweater, it's a free Ravelry pattern. Oh, I've just found another pattern there as well. By... oh, what's her name? Is it Rachel Brockman? I think it is. I'll show you that. That's what it looks like. So I've never knitted an adult size garment. That's it. Yeah, Rachel Brockman. Wow, that was good memory. Here is the front pattern. At the front page of the pattern. I've never knitted a full size garment, and I just saw this and it was free, and I already had enough wool, and I'd actually seen in the project, I'm useless, I'm terrible with Ravelry. I use it for patterns. I never post anything on it, so if you want to follow me on Ravelry, you won't find anything from me. If you want to give me a pattern, go ahead. No, I'm joking. It's cheeky. well, you could if you wanted, but anyway. Sorry, I laugh at my own jokes as well. Anyway, so not only did I feel very adventurous and I wanted to push myself and knit a garment, I decided I was knitting my very first sweater. I was doing colour work, and I did see in the project that somebody in the Netherlands had knitted it in the very yarn I had enough of in my stash, and it's a really, really cheap but very nice quality acrylic. So I thought, I'm just going to have a go on that, and I got really far on it, and now looking at it, now I'm a little bit more sort of experienced with colour work, and I think there's a lot of make one left, make one right, and I'm like, oh, it's a bit dodgy. There's a few sort of holes in it, but I thought I'm just going to finish it, even if it's just jeans and sweater weather. So I thought I'll show you. So as you can see, I've done all the colour work now. For the body, obviously there's a bit of colour work on the sleeves. I'll probably do 3/4 sleeves. So yeah, this is, if you are in the Netherlands by chance, this is from Zeeman's, the Royal acrylic. Look, 99 cents a ball, and I think they're 100 gram. Yeah, 100 gram balls, 241 meters. So this is in their grey and in cream. So, it feels really nice. But I thought I didn't do too bad. Shall I show you my floats? I'm not going to shame myself, am I? I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? Are they YouTube worthy floats? And they're not tight. I nailed my tension. No problem. The only thing is, when I've done the increases, I don't know if I'm being a bit overcritical of myself. I mean, when I look at it, I can see a few little holes, but I think they're minuscule. I don't even think you know what, looking at it now, I don't even think you'll see that when it's on. So anyway, if, again, these are on the Knit Pros interchangeable. So if I run out of yarn with the Felix sweater, I'm playing a sort of yarn chicken at the moment. I'm like, I don't want to buy any more because the balls are in the house somewhere. So I think when I've used the last of this up, I might just put it to one side, and then I'll pick this one up. The Felix Pullover, that's a wool acrylic mix, and it is a lot nicer to work with. But this is fine, and it's not that horrible squeaky acrylic. But yeah, I thought I'd show that to you if you're interested. If you want a nice free colour work, this is also would be an Aran weight. The only thing is they don't tell you on the ball band what the weight is. The needle's 4 to 5, so yeah, I think this is like an Aran. It's definitely a little bit thicker than a DK. But yeah, if you fancy that, go and have a look on Ravelry. I think Anita from Gaga Knits, she knitted hers. I sort of inspired her, and I think Anita thought we were going to knit along together, and she finished hers. I'm only mentioning it because she did pull me on it. Sorry, Anita. See, I've not frogged it though. Okay, so that's the J sweater. How are we doing? Sorry, I paused. I needed a good slurp. I think that's all the knitting. I think it is. I think that's all the knitting I had to share with you. I'm desperately trying to not cast anything new on, and now I've just seen this cowl pattern. I was looking for this. I have got it, but I didn't want to print another one off. I was like, I've got this. Where is it? This was actually Jeanette gifted me this. This what's it? Whoops a Daisy cowl. Isn't that lovely? Oh, I think I might have to cast that on soon. But I've only got the front page. I'll look in my J sweater bag or in my folder. Anyway, I'm starting to get sidetracked. So the other thing, crochet. I'm sort of a bit. I've stuck a bit on my crochet. I shared with you in the last episode. I'm going to take this off some hot. Okay, I have got really hot then. And it's not a hot flush. It's like a cal hot. In the last episode, I shared with you the Yuletide blanket that I'm crocheting. I'm not going to keep showing it you because the rounds are getting so long. So I've already set myself the expectation that if I finish it by this Christmas, I'm perfectly happy with that. I'm trying not to stress about, you know, putting pressure on myself. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked, but I think it's worth mentioning. So last year, I actually did the Make 9. Well, I did lay out the Make 9 that I intended to do. One of them was the J sweater. And yeah, I don't think I completed one thing of it. And it was like hanging over me. I felt a little bit like, oh, I should do it. And I thought, you know, I'm not doing that this year. I'm going to make anything I want to. And, you know, if I want to cast something on, I'm just going to do it shame-free. And if I don't finish it or I cast it on and I don't like it, then, you know, fine. It's all about enjoyment, really. But anyway, so the crochet, I have been doing, a little bit on the Yuletide, but I fancied having a little go at some amigurumi because I've not done any for a while, about a month, a while. And I fancied a really, really small little project. And I found this, again, a free Ravelry pattern. And it's by, I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this right, it's the Crochettisti, I don't know. And this is Coca la Gallina. So it says super little cute chicken, which I thought would be nice, like a little spring hen. And I thought I might knit crochet some tiny little eggs for it to sit on. Well, not sit, it won't be able to sit, will it? This is all knitted, crocheted in scapiers. This is Katona, and I think this is it merino soft? It's not the stonewashed. It looks very similar, but it's not. I think it's merino soft brush, I think it's called, or merino soft. I'll put the name below. I won't put the link because I bought this from a Dutch shop that probably won't deliver overseas, but at least you can look for Google the brand. But I thought it was nice. It looks like a little speckled hen. And I've got this, I think I've got a stone washed or again a merino one in a chocolate brown. So, oh, super quick knit, crochet. Oh my gosh, I can't get them in my head. And then I just embroidered little tiny eyes and a little beak. So there you go. If you fancy doing a little spring make along, little project, not a make along, then I can recommend this. Very quick. You could make a few. You could actually, you know what, this would look nice on like a crochet wreath. That'd look nice. Put a couple of chickens on it and eggs and some foliage, some leaves. Anyway, I'll leave that with you. It does sit up. Yes, it does. What might have been nice if I put some rice or something in the bottom to weight him a little bit. But yeah, super cute. So that's all I've done with the crochet. But I thought I would show a crochet blanket that I did finish last year, but I bought the yarn to make another one in it, but in a slight variation. So I'll show you, again, this is from Zayman. This is definitely an Aran, but it's in a very sort of like a 2-ply, is it? It's very loose ply. And this is the Julia. range, and it's €1.99 a ball. So I've got a big bag of these. The colours are just beautiful, and it's really nice to crochet with. I haven't knitted with it, but crochet, it works up lovely. So I'll show you, this is my own design made up, but I just fancy having a granny square on the go. If you do crochet, you'll know what I mean. It's nice to just have a little stack of grannies and you just keep adding to the stack. So this is exactly the same blanket I will make, and it's exactly, this is in the Yulia. So that's the green, and that's the pink. Sorry, I'm not showing this very well. So, and that's the same pink, and that's the same cream, but you can see the dominant colour in this is blue. And then what I did, I just randomly added some little crochet roses. So I made them up after the fact, and they're not, every square's not full. I don't know, there's probably like, I don't know, 6 or 9 roses. And then I just finished the edge, you know, just kept going round and round and round with a double or a single US terms and a picot edge. So I'm going to make the same blanket, and it's not a bad size, but I'm going to do it in predominantly the green and the pink. So yeah, what do you think? Oh, I'm so happy with this, and it's a lot of weight. It's lovely. I don't know if I can show you how big it is. It was really difficult. It was really difficult to photograph, you know, for my Instagram. And it keeps. I'll do this. I think I'll so you can see how long it is. Sorry, I'm not very professional. So keep going. So that's the top, and then keep going, keep going, keep going. There you go. What do you think? And because they're like Aran, the granny squares work up super quickly. I was even thinking I would love to write this up as a pattern, but it's finding the time for it. So maybe I'll do that this year. Because yeah, if you're sort of, you know, fairly newish to crochet, you know, it might be nice to have that pattern. We'll see. Oh, I do love it. I really wanted to make a Christmas one as well, you know, with like rich reds and like jewelry colours, greens and golds. I might do that. You can't have enough granny square blankets, can you? So that's all I've done with the crochet. What I thought I would show you. And then I've got some sewing to show you. Sorry, bear with me and I will grab. So in the last episode, I've shown you this Winter Delights Tilda book. And I shown you I wanted to make the polar bear, which I have done. Oh my gosh. So in the book, he's made from like a fur fabric. But I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do like a sort of linen cotton that I had in my stash. So I've made him, and I absolutely love him. I think he was the medium size, and I hand stitched him. So here he is, and his little limbs, they move. So if I want to, how can I do this? I can, he can sit, oh, sorry. He can sit and he stands. And then I don't know if you'll pick that up on camera, but I used, so I attached his limbs, excuse my nails, with like a really pale blue embroidery floss. I mean, it's just little details, but yeah. And then I used black embroidery floss. I don't think I'll do rosy cheeks on him. I was a bit overzealous here. I sort of pulled it a bit too tight. But I would definitely make more of these. Oh, I absolutely love it. I'm thinking it might look nice in brown, like a brown bear. And I wanted to put like a ribbon on him, so he was like a circus bear. Yeah, what do you think? The only thing on this one, it does have a little fluffy tail. The ears were fiddly enough. My bear does not have a tail. And I don't care that he doesn't. So yeah, I don't know where I'm going to put him. He might go. I've got like a really nice antique stolp, which is like a glass dome. But it's, well, I've got quite a lot. I'm a bit of sort of collector of stolps. The one I've got, it's not cylindrical. It's it's narrow and oval, if that makes sense. And in there is another little bear that I hand stitched last year. It's called Ted, and it was actually a teddy bear kit that I bought from a Dutch supplier. And Ted sat in the stall with other antique bits and bobs I've got. So I might pop him in there with Ted. I don't know. Oh, I cannot recommend this enough. The only thing I will say is the making up instructions, bit thin on the ground. So I've stitched toys, so I do understand the construction. I do know how to attach, ears. So yeah, if you're not a confident stitcher, then maybe you can look at a couple of YouTube videos just for inspiration. I mean, you don't have to attach the limbs that way. You could use cotter pins, which are like toy joints. If you've not used cotter pins before though, then they're a bit fiddly. There's like a bit of sort of mechanical manoeuvring. But yeah, this works fine. It's not a toy. It's a little sort of display piece for me. So I just embroidered, either side. Oh, look at that little bottom. Anyway, so I've got one sewing project to share with you. What do you think? Do you like him? I absolutely love him. I know I keep saying that. Is it wrong to love your own work? Or is it a bit sort of, I don't know, narcissistic? What can I say? Right. I'm going to share. I had some incoming. I mentioned Anita before from Gaga Knits. Poor Anita. I did share this in the vlog. She sent me something for Christmas for my dollhouse, because Anita has a dollhouse too, and it just took over a month to come. It didn't come at Christmas. Anyway, it finally came, and I did a little unboxing on the vlog video. But I thought I'm going to share that with you only because Anita has a podcast. So I thought, well, it's a gift from a fellow podcaster, so I'll share it, and I'll put a link to Anita's channel below. And it was this tiny little matchbox. So if you watched the vlogs, you would have seen this, and there was all nice tissue paper in it. And then open it up, and in it was this adorable little ceramic nativity scene for the dollhouse. But it's too nice. It's not staying in the dollhouse, just coming out at Christmas. It's in my cupboard all year round. I don't know how I'm going to show this without it sliding off, but there, that will do. There's a little baby Jesus. Isn't he so cute? The size of them. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely so cute. So I thought, I'm going to share that. I don't know, crafters like little things, don't we? Little bitty things. And then the other thing I had, which is sort of an incoming, which was very exciting. If you don't know her channel, Fernanda, who's Little Monkeys and Me, she hosted a giveaway. Now, what was it for? I can't remember if it was like a podiversary or a subscriber count. I can't remember. It was either for like a subscriber milestone or a podiversary. I know she's got, two at around the same time. Anyway, so she was doing 2 giveaways. I won the giveaway, and I was sat there last Sunday morning on the sofa having a little knit, very happy. So Fernanda's loaded. It was a good 1 hour that I can sit on the sofa, have a knit. Everybody was asleep, and then I heard my name, so I looked up, and yeah, I won. So I'll insert a picture here. And it's actually, it's a pattern set by Penrose Knits, and it's called the School Run. So it's the School Run hat, headband and mittens. So yeah, I've never knitted any of Penrose Knits patterns before. So, sorry, I've got yarn on me. So I'm super excited about that. I couldn't believe it. So yeah, all round, you know, not a bad week. I think that's all I wanted to share with you. Oh yeah, I did share, I went to the market last week and we've been in full on lockdown in the Netherlands, but the market was open. And as I mentioned earlier, I went to visit the wool stall or the yarn stall, and I completely forgot to show it on the vlog. So if you missed my little shopping haul from the vlog, but you're here now, I'm going to show you what I bought. So this is a little bag. I'm going to rustle. And I'm going to tip everything out. So I went for supplies. I needed, this is very boring, but I needed some new cables for my Knit Pro interchangeables. So I got a 40 and a 60 centimetre cable. Oh, I know why I wanted these. Oh, I've just remembered now, because I wanted to knit that cowl again and I didn't have a spare cable. I think my cables are all on stuff. That's why I went for supplies. Then I bought, I didn't have a 2mm, so I just bought a pair of Knit Pro Zings, 2mm. I like the 80 centimetre for I do magic loop socks. These are not for magic loop. I bought a pattern last year, and it was Helen, who is the Mousy Makes podcast, has made these bears, and I don't know how you pronounce them. Is it tutsu or tutsu bears? And Helen shown them, and I just fell in love with them, and I was like, I have to make these bears. I have to knit these bears. And they've got like a bit of a vintage feel about them, you know, like an old-fashioned teddy bear style. But they're done on very small 2mm needles. So then he had, and they're for a light fingering weight. So the Woolman had these, it's lammies running, which I do. I've got a lot of these. I use them a lot for the cuff, heel and toes on my socks. And I thought, well, these look quite, they're a bit sort of, what is it, heathered? You know, the colour's not solid, you know, it's a little bit sort of faded out. So I thought that looks a nice vintage bear colour. So this shade is 793. I think Lammies is a German brand. Oh no, it's Dutch. I'm completely lying there. Lammy Yarns. Fancy that, it's Dutch. This is 75% wool, virgin wool, and 25% polyamide. So I bought a brown one. I bought this grey also. Very sort of mild. I mean, that's wool, you know, it's not fluff, it's part of the yarn. So this shade is 006006. And then this, I don't know, it's like an olivey greeny grey colour. In the market, it looks like an olive green to me, and now on camera it looks a bit olive green. So I've got cotton everywhere. This shade is 071. Yeah, so I don't know when I'm going to get round to doing them. The pattern, it's like a book. I'll put a link below. It's like a book. It's pages and pages, but it's so thorough. It goes through everything. One of the reasons I like to print my patterns off is I don't use an iPad or a tablet. We do have them in the house. The kids use iPads. Personally, I like to use my phone, but I can't follow a pattern on the phone. So that's why I like to print patterns off. And then I usually have a written pattern, a printed pattern next to me. I watch some podcasts on YouTube or something on Netflix, put my headphones in, and I just sit and knit away happily. So I can't really follow a pattern on my device. So I'm sort of toying with the idea, because there's quite a few techniques in there that I think it does say it's fiddly and they might be a little bit new to me. So I'm debating what to do about that, but I'm not in any rush. You know, as and when I start that, I'll share it with you. But yeah, I mean, the ones Helen's made are just gorgeous. Right, well, I think that's everything I have to share with you at this point. Yes, it is. So as I said, if you want any life updates, feel free to go over to the Dawn's Days channel. Every Sunday morning, I upload a weekly vlog, and they're just snippets of the day, you know, what I've been up to. However, as you know, I'm an avid crafter, so there's always a sort of smattering of crafting going through the vlog. So it's not, you know, it's not, you know, craft related, but there's crafty stuff throughout it, because yeah, that's part of my life. Now, the other thing I'm going to mention, it's not, you know, YouTube related, but at the beginning of the episode I mentioned that I do have an Instagram account, and last year I did a post saying that when I got to the 2,000 follower mark on my Instagram account, that's the @Dawn's Days, I was going to do a giveaway. And today, as of filming, I'm almost at the 2,000 mark. So if you are on Instagram, go over to the Dawn's Days Instagram, keep your eyes peeled, because, you know, when I hit that mark, I'm going to announce a giveaway. I've no idea quite what it will be. I think I said, you know, like a hand-dyed yarn from me, maybe one of my project bags. You know, there'll be all kinds of goodies, and it will be open worldwide because all my followers are from all four corners of the globe. So yeah, have a look at that. And I think that's everything I wanted to say. So thank you again for joining me on episode 2. Yeah, maybe I'm celebrating a podiversary. Oh, I've just thought as well, on the Dawn's Days channel, we're not far off 1,000 subscribers. So when I hit the podiversary, I might even do a giveaway on that. We'll see. But yeah, watch this space. If you're interested in the Instagram, the link will be there, the link to the vlog, and yeah, if not, I will see you on this channel in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, take care. Bye for now.